Hello, everyone. Coach Mo. I'm going to be drinking a little bit of water. From my Life is Good cup. Whoops, this way. One of my favorite cups to drink water from. If you're watching me live, Happy New Year. If you're watching this on a podcast or rerun or repeat or on my YouTube channel, today is the beginning of a new year. No matter what day you're watching this, it is the beginning of a new year for you. I'm going to share with you today some extra high level, top secret things about why we repeat things over and over again. I'm going to share with you some of the best from the Coach Mo Vault. I'm going to talk about some of our client success stories and how they overcame this big problem of repeating every year what the year before looked like. Just while I'm digging into that vault, I want you to think about and comment for me, was the last year the same as the year before that? Let me know about that for you. And if you're one of my clients, hello, how are you? Comment here and let me know that you're here. I am Kick-Ass Career Coach Mo Fall, where we help women bring their souls back to life so that they can land their dream jobs and have a magnificent life and career. Over the past couple of weeks, I was reminded of the great work that our clients have done and the great results that they have gotten using our techniques and our tools. And I am excited to see so many of our kick-ass sisterhood on this upcoming week as they are building their new year, as they are building their futures. And all of the women who said yes to themselves at the end of last year and are now starting their year with an absolutely powerful strategy to get their lives and careers on track. If you're new to my work, you might not know that I'm a career coach, a past executive. I played at the highest levels of corporate America. And 7, almost 8 years from now, I left corporate America to help other women learn to succeed, give them the tools and techniques that I use to succeed in my career. And hello to Susanna and Martha. I will tell you this, there are specific strategies to use to advance your career. There are specific strategies to help you feel better about who you are as a human being. And if you don't do that first, the strategies to get ahead are going to fall flat. They're not going to be executed well because they will be done on too soft of a turf. You have to build yourself up from the inside. You have to be the best version of you in order to interview powerfully, land jobs, and negotiate the salary that you're worth. Last year, we welcomed 200 women into our kick-ass workshop. And I will tell you this, each and every one of them, their lives are better and up-leveled from last year. Here's the drill. Your soul is the dependent variable here. So if you don't get your soul lifted up, if you don't get your soul's truth integrated in who you are as a professional woman, it's not going to come together for you. And you may say, well, there's people who get ahead. They don't have their soul, this and that. Well, I don't know if that's true or not true. What I do know is that you're the only one that you need to be concerned about. You're the only one whose career you can manage, and you're the only one who can do what you need to do for your career. One of the gals who's newly in our workshop, she told me how great her career was going for 15 years, and then her boss retired, and her career went boom. I said, that is not a great career if it's dependent on a great boss. I hope sometimes I was a great boss, but I know if someone's career was dependent on me lifting them up, they weren't doing the work necessary to be successful. Here's the thing. As a human being, we all are wired to keep repeating things. I know that's a crazy thing to say. And who else will say this to you? You are wired as a human being to repeat. You are wired as a human being to do the same things. You are wired to stick with the same habits. So if you don't have good habits, You are destined, if you keep those habits, to repeat the same thing, to have the same life, to have the same year, to have the same outcome. You are destined for that. Why? Because as human beings, we are wired for efficiency and self-preservation. At the rudimentary level of our nervous system, which, by the way, controls all of your actions, unless you are awoken to that, unless you have strategies to move past those tendencies, you will be run by your nervous system. You will be run by how you feel, and you will be run by how much you are repressing and oppressing your feelings and your truth. You will be run by default because your body wants to be efficient. It does. Believe it or not, your body does not like using calories. Maybe you've noticed that in the waistline. Here's the truth. Your body wants to be an efficient conserver of calories and energy. That's what it wants, because we are ultimately built for survival. So survival means I need to preserve as many calories of output because I don't know when the next famine or pandemic is coming where I'll be in trouble, and I may need to rely on the calories in my body versus the calories I can get from the outside world. Frankly, I got a lot of calories to live a lot of days. Okay, that is one of my number one resolutions for this year, as it has been for the last 10. Anyway, enough about me. So what we are wired for is efficiency. So therefore, your brain and your nervous system and your entire body, you might notice this if you're a regular exerciser, is wired to conserve calories. How do we conserve calories? By repeating habits. See, your brain is the biggest use of glucose in your body. Your brain is a hog when it comes to using energy, which is calories. In the physical world, energy is calories. In the non-physical, spiritual world, energy is energy. When we are living life, our brain wants to conserve calories. It doesn't want to use all the glucose that is available to it if it can help it, because it wants to prepare for not having it around. If you'll notice, when you get hungry, which means your blood sugar is probably dropping a little bit, your brain gets a little tired and it can't really think as clearly, like, oh, I got to eat. This is because your brain is wired for habitual living. If you have a dog that you walk every day, that you feed every day, you probably have noticed that your dog also has certain habits and expectations. I have lived with cats, but not for a long time. And maybe cats are this way also, but I know dogs are for sure. You see, as mammals, we're pretty much built very similarly. You want to efficiently use the calories that you have, and your brain is a calorie hog. So when you create routine, when you create habits, your brain and your conservancy system says, yes, this is what we do now. This is what we do later. This is what we do then. This is what we do. So you don't have to think about it. The reason Steve Jobs wore a black turtleneck every day was so that he didn't have to make that decision every morning. He just put on the same shirt every morning, so he didn't have to use his brain to make a decision about what he would wear. Half the time, I'm wearing something that would be a uniform. If I can lift this up. Oh, this isn't one of my logo shirts. Usually I have a black polo shirt that says Team Coach Mo, just in case I don't know where I work. It's helpful to have the reminder on my shirt. So the reason why very successful people tend to wear the same thing over and over again is so they don't have to make that decision. We have a decision fatigue that sets in. Perhaps you've noticed that in your lives. So you really are wired for making habits. But the problem is most human beings keep the same habits, don't consider which ones are serving them and which ones are bringing them down. So you just are on autopilot. You're on autopilot about how you speak about your life. You're on autopilot about how you speak about your coworkers, how you speak about your boss, how you speak about your future, how you speak about your family. You're on autopilot with the same thing over and over. And if you don't notice this, maybe one of your loving family members have noticed it. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to believe anything I say. You can check it out with your family members. Maybe they'll be willing to tell you that you sort of repeat the same thing over and over again. You worry about the same things. You fret about things. You do the same thing when you leave your house. You have routines. I'm not saying routines are bad. As a matter of fact, I'm saying routines and habits are fantastic, but you need to make sure that you have ones that are supporting your growth, supporting your success, supporting where you want to be in life. If your routines do not support the higher version of you, you're going to have the repeat of last year. Teensy weensy bit of a cold. So you have to be aware that your body is built for habits. And I will tell you the number one habit that all successful people have. And I'm going to talk about one of my lovely clients in a second. The number one habit that you need to consider to have a better year is not choking when you're on Facebook Live. Is to be a morning person. There, I said it. To be a morning person. If you don't own your morning will own you. This one habit is one of the biggest habits to get into or to get out of if you're not a morning person. If you let the morning own you, if you let the feelings of tired and depleted and, oh, I got to get my coffee, if you let that be your daily habit, if you are dragging your ass through your morning, if you are dragging your ass through your morning routine, bitching about the day, fretting about the day, hoping that this won't happen, hoping that this will happen, hoping. If you are starting your day already not in charge of it, already reactive, responsive, in bad habits, if that's how you're starting your day, and I want to hear an amen from my clients because you know that this is true. So many of the women who we have worked with have not been morning people, and they've told us that, oh, I don't know if I can do this routine in the morning. I'm not a morning person. Okay, well, I know part of the reason why your life isn't working out, your career isn't working out, and why you're feeling depleted every day. When you own your day, you are setting the stage for being the master of your entire routine, for being the master of who you are and what you're all about. And thank you for the amens. I'm going to talk about a specific client, Debbie. I love her so. We all love her so. When she came into her 12-week transformational workshop, she goes, Mo, I need you to help me sort out my career and get my soul elevated and do all that. I'm down for that. I don't know about this morning routine. So, like a good coach, I gave her some reasons and invited her into being a morning person and trying it out for size. And over time, she completely shifted her life. You see, she used to wake up later than she really wanted to, and the day would already be rocking and rolling. So she'd have to be on the defensive from the word go. So by the time that dinner rolled around, she was so backed up and on the defensive that she needed to spend time all the way late into night to catch up with the day that she didn't catch up with in the morning. Now, it's really just an aggregate problem. So if she could stop one of those days, and she did it, Debbie, total kick-ass client, she stopped one of those days and decided to do the work rather than from 9 to 12 p.m. to midnight. Instead of doing that, go to bed at 9, wake up early, and own your day, and then conduct your day that way. There's other aspects of our morning routine that we talk about in our 12-week transformational workshop. But here's the thing. When she began shifting, she no longer was as depleted during the day, no longer feeling as behind during the day, And she was able to not only lift herself into a more successful routine, she was able to be a better boss. She was able to meet deadlines better. She was able to implement a system in her business that allowed greater success and efficiency. And here's the best part. She fell back in love with herself and she created a more strong, deeper connection with her God. She became an active spiritual person rather than a passive spiritual person. I don't know about you. If you go to church, if you practice a particular religious denomination, you may be going there or doing things sort of in a passive way. You may be participating in the church, but maybe you're not really alive inside. And in this case, Debbie was more alive, more open, more thriving, shining. People actually said that to her. You look different, Miss Debbie. What's going on? What's going on with you? So over time, she began succeeding and excelling and opportunities and handling things in a way that she was not capable of before. Because when you are in a reactionary mode, you're just repeating the same bad routine, getting the same bad results. And you may be saying to yourself to justify it, well, this is just the way I am. Have you tried that one on? This is just the way I am. This is just how I'm wired. This is just how I'm built. This is just what's necessary in order to do what I have to do. No. You are on the verge of reinventing yourself every single day. And if you don't do that to your highest good, if you don't succeed and build yourself up to a soul powerful way where you're owning your day, owning your life. Listen, if you own your day, this is how it goes. You own your day, you own your week, you own your month, you own your quarter, you own your year. If you don't live that way, you will have the same results as last year. And I really do believe that this is why so many people out there, people who are in maybe a similar position as me, who are helping other people succeed, inspire others, coaches, speakers, pundits, authors, whatever, where they're like, oh, don't set New Year's resolutions because like 98% of the time you don't follow through on them. What? Okay, well, if 2% of the people do follow through on their resolutions, what I would say is I want to be what those 2% are. I want to learn their trick. I want to understand how they do it. Because do you want a better year? I mean, if I can hear a yes, I want a better year in the comments below, I'll know I have some truth tellers here. When you commit to wanting something more and better, you are in sync with your soul because your soul is an ever expanding energy. And if you don't live ever expanding energy with your soul, you are by nature pushing it down and you are depleting yourself. Your soul does not like a depleted self. Your soul wants to expand and grow. It is what is our spiritual nature. And Alina, it's not an of course. Say, I want a better year. Claim it and demand it. Of course is sort of like a passive, no offense. Let's get active. So when you want a better year and you claim that, you're then on the hook for taking responsibility to do the next step for a better year, to stop replicating. And in the case of all of my lovely clients here, add on to the expansion you've already had. How's that for a great year? Let's add on to the expansion that I've already had. Let's add another level of expansion into my beautiful, full, whole self. And therefore, I commit to these things. I spent the weekend, actually, I spent the entire past 6 weeks. My birthday is about 6 weeks before the end of the year, 5 actually. And I start planning and thinking about my next year and the new year and the things that I'm no longer going to do, the things I'm going to do more of. I dive into what's the impact I want to make this year. And ladies, I got a big impact number. We're looking to save and up level 444 new souls in this year. That is a big number. But you know what? It's a magical number. And it came to my team and I organically as we were discussing what impact we could have in the new year. How could we up level what we do and how we do it so we could serve more? We're going to help more women grow. We're going to help more women make an impact. And we're going to grow so that the impact that we have in the world grows as well. I've been on a very intentional spiritual journey since I was in college. And every single year, I have set goals and aspirations for myself. Nona, we can help any professional woman who is not where she wants to be right now. So absolutely. I haven't done my commercial yet. So thank you for that question, because the commercial is, if you haven't seen my webinar, my 5 steps to bring your soul to work to land your dream job, go check that out. It's mofall.com/FB live. If you have, or you've seen me enough times where you know my drill and you know what we're all about in Team Coach Mo and our kick-ass transformational work, mofall.com/live clarity will get you booked on our complimentary career clarity call calendar. Say that 5 times fast. When you book a call, you will be at the beginning of changing your life. It's mofall.com/live clarity. You will be at the beginning of changing your year forever. Those habits that have pushed you in the wrong direction or have not opened the gateway and the pathway for your success, we will help you retool them. Just like we did for many clients here. And gals, since you commented, I'm just going to call you out in a beautiful way. Martha, Debbie, Suzanne, who else is here from our kick-ass gals? Let me know you're here and I'll be happy to shout out. And there's our poster girl, Debbie. Yes, I want a better year. And haven't you had better year after better year after better year? Most human beings on New Year's Eve might be thinking to themselves, oh, I hope it's not as bad as last year. And look, I get it. The past 2 years have been challenging. But you know what challenges are for successful people? They are opportunities to grow and expand. See, if we didn't have challenges in the world, and our Creator made it this way, if we didn't have challenges in the world, we wouldn't know how to get better. We wouldn't have an opponent who is causing us to get stronger, to get better. One of the reasons why I'm a great sports fan is the opponent on the court or on the field is what makes that other team better. I don't know about you, but when I played sports in high school and college, if our opponent wasn't that great, our team didn't play that well. When our opponent was worthy and maybe a little scary, we played much better. Because again, you are built to conserve energy. So if you don't have to put out energy, you're not going to. You're going to put out energy for 2 reasons. Number 1, you want something bad enough. Number 2, you hurt bad enough. And as much as so many of the women who come our way hurt bad enough because their year wasn't what they wanted it, or they just got fired, laid off, passed over for a promotion, or realized they're not getting where they want to go. And then all of a sudden they went, wait a minute, this is 10 years. 10 years, I haven't been moving forward. And I've watched all sorts of people move up and come through this organization. And they're thinking, I better do something about this. So we help women who need to up level or get their career back. Or in the case of a wonderful client we have in the workshop right now, wait for it. She took off 9 years to raise her kid. And she was scared about getting back in the workforce. She wasn't sure, do I have to do entry level again? and she was playing at a decent level before she took time off. It was her personal, beautiful choice to do that. So we said to her, we're going to try to get you at least where you left off, if not even better. And we did. And guess what? She got a little nervous. It started feeling overwhelming. But guess what? She had all the coaching and tools to help her reframe and stay with it and realize what she needed to do to stay successful in that brand new spanking job of hers. Bravo. That's what you get when you say yes to yourself, first on a complimentary career clarity call, because we don't know if we can help you until we talk to you. So Nona, please feel free to give us a call. Well, actually, you don't give us a call. You book a call at mofall.com/liveclarity. And then when we discuss what's going on, if we can help you with what's in front of you, what's not working, if we can help rise you up to the next level, if it makes sense and we're the right solution, we're absolutely going to help you out. Now, here's the thing. That's the beginning of a whole lifetime of having tools and strategies for every year up leveling. And you don't have to wait for the year to up level. You can up level at any time. One of our gals, love her, Luna, I don't know if you're here. She decided after landing her dream job in our workshop, during that time, she up leveled, I believe it was either $30,000 or $40,000. Then, here's the thing. She decided during the pandemic that she wanted to move to Puerto Rico and live there. She started freelancing, but then she's like, you know what? I want to really have a full-time job. I'm going to tell you this. She interviewed and made a faux pas that a lot of people mistake, but she posted in our grad group what was going on. And I directed her right back to the lessons that she took in the 12-week workshop, because you get lifetime access. I pointed her right back there. I said, you do exactly what I tell you to do on interviewing and negotiating your salary. She did. And I'm going to tell you what, you see this hand with 5 and you see this hand with O, she had a $50,000 lift. Yeah. And at those levels of lifts, you're likely not to be able to handle the soul work required for what's necessary. You're likely not going to expand to the level where you can grasp and receive that level of a lift. Here's the thing. We know how to help you. We know how to help you gain that kind of lift. You have to do the work. You have to show up for yourself. But the other thing that you must do is you must commit to a successful personal and spiritual life that allows you to own your day, own your week, own your month, own your quarter, own your year. So all of those fantastic things that come your way come with having a commitment. Thank you, Martha. Oh my God, yes. Feeling so much stronger and confident thanks to Coach Mo and T. Bravo. And you, Martha, are an awesome example of investing in yourself to up-level yourself and to feel better and stronger and more powerful and more aligned, more congruent with your power. And that's what we do. We're not going to have anyone fake their power. We're not going to have anyone pretend to be someone they're not. You can go do that somewhere else. But in the Coach Mo world, we help you bring your soul back to life. We teach you some basic science about how your body works. And then we make sure that you understand that in order to have a life that is not a repeat of last year, you need to change some things in order to change the outcome. And it's actually quite doable and quite easy when you learn all the tools and techniques. Debbie, I'm laughing every time I use the word tool. Debbie had so many tools in her tool belt. After completing our 12-week workshop, she actually sent me a toy tool belt. Hammer, screwdriver, wrench, saw. Oh, yes, Debbie. And when you work with us, you will be a more authentic individual. I mean, if you don't want that, what are you doing? When you live according to your soul's truth, when you combine that with the work you know how to do, you're going to not only be a more authentic individual, you're going to be soaring as a human being. You're going to be easily taking on responsibility and doing work at a higher level and getting paid better and feeling more satisfied. You're going to be a better mother, a better partner, a better sister, a better daughter, a better friend. And I'm going to tell you something. If part of your repeat of last year is about perhaps having some of the wrong people in your life, we can help coach you through that as well. A lot of our clients go through a bit of a friend makeover. Because when you decide that you're important enough to spend time and money to invest in, and when you start up-leveling and enjoying life and enjoying yourself, when you no longer live a life of being needy or being needed. Did I just say something to you? When you live a life of your authenticity, you no longer need to be needed. You no longer overwork. You no longer have to prove yourself in the world in a way that is no longer in your highest interest. It's a new year for a new you, and you have the power to make it that way. You may not have the soul that you need to do it. You may not have the strategies and the tools, but you know what? Neither did Martha before she said yes to herself. Neither did Debbie. Neither did Suzanne. Neither did hundreds and hundreds, literally thousands of women who I'm so excited to see again on our 8x8 next Saturday. Woohoo! Clients, can't wait to see you. If you are one of my clients and you don't know about it, you got to watch your emails, watch your client-only emails, watch our Facebook group. Our Kick-Ass Sisterhood is going to come alive in such a big, big way. Tiffany, I am recording this, darling. I am 2 steps ahead and 3, depending on who you are. So your best year is 100% in your control. 100% in your control. You are wired and built for habits. And if the habits that you have and how you're living your life are not serving your highest good, you need to change them. And they are changeable, but most people can't do it on their own. I've had a coach for now 22 years, different ones along the way as I've needed different things. But the coaches I have now, I've had them for almost 7 years now. I'm pretty happy with the direction and the help that they've helped me open up my blind spots, be a better, higher, more shiny version of me. And that's what a great coach does. A great coach lifts you up, opens your blind spots, and gives you a strategy to go forward. Practical strategy to implement. We have a proven formula. It's been proven by not only these women here who are commenting today, but thousands of other women who have followed the same formula. I'm proud and happy to have invented it because I used it for my career advancement. And I was hoping it would work for others, and it does. Here is the thing. You own your destiny. And it's 100% up to you to get the help that you need to not have the same repeat of last year. Even if last year was great, don't you want something more? I know all my clients do. And guess what? They have all the tools to go back into, and they have constant, regular coaching from myself and my team. Debbie Grant, Proven Formula. Yep, it works. Thank you, Debbie. So here's the thing. Your new year is 100% in your control. It's 100% in your control, and it's as easy as owning every single day. It's as easy as following a proven formula. It's as easy as building your soul back and being the most authentic, true, powerful, awesome version of you, which not only feels great, but also guarantees you a great life. We had a woman last week who said yes to our workshop, brought her in, talked to her, and then she said, nah. I said, what? She goes, you can't guarantee me a result. I said to her, you don't want me to guarantee you a result. You want you to guarantee you a result. You want you to own the result. I'll give you all the tools. I'll give you all the expertise, all the advice, all the coaching. You'll have everything you need to guarantee yourself a result. That's what I'll guarantee you. And you know what? It wasn't enough for her. And this is a woman who already went backwards in her career to a 60,000 backslide. I'm thinking she needs some help making decisions. And unfortunately, I couldn't help her make a decision to change her year and to change her outcome. Unfortunately, here's what happens, ladies, and I'm going to leave you with this one. When you don't decide on your own to lift yourself, the universe is built in such a way that you're going to get dinged and donged until you take the lesson, until you grow. You don't have to take coaching from me, but you're going to need to up level. That's how the universe is built. It's built that you have to take responsibility for solving your problems. That's how it's built. It's not built for other people to guarantee that they're going to fix your problem. And if anyone out there is guaranteeing you that they'll fix your problem, they're not living in their authenticity, because no human being can do that. Your God can't even do that, because you have to take action. God can't take action for you. Your parents can't do it. Your partner can't do it. Your kids can't do it. No one can save you to be responsible for your life. And yes, Jen, some people want the world handed to them. It doesn't work that way. You have to take action and go after the version of the world you want. None of my clients want the same outcome. None of them. They want the outcome that works for them. They want the outcome for their soul and their career. We've never had the same outcome for any of our clients. Everything is personal, and the destiny is carved in your truth, not in my truth. No, it's in your truth, but you have to take responsibility for making this year better. You have got to take responsibility. The first thing you got to say is, yes, I want more. The second thing you have to do is find the right support to help you get there. And the third thing you have to do is to take action. And I'm telling you this, the best action to take to get started is to change your morning, to own your morning routine, to own the day, and then own the next day and the next day. And soon you will own the week. And then when you own the week, you will own the month. And when you own the month, you own the quarter and own the year. Everything you must do to change your year and change the trajectory of your destiny is in your hands. And it starts with your day, with your daily routine. And all of my clients have a secret formula, a secret and proven formula. And you know what? When all of our grads comment in the grad group, oh, I'm not doing well. Oh, go back to your morning routine. Oh, I fell off the wagon. I haven't done it in a while. Right. I can tell. Okay. And I don't want to say I told you so, but what I do want to say is listen to what I have to say, because it's going to help you. And I'm confident and bold enough and shiny enough to know that your morning routine will dictate your life. It will dictate how you feel about yourself, and it will dictate your destiny. Your destiny. That's how big your morning routine is. It will dictate your destiny. So if you want a new year, all you have to do is begin by owning your mornings. You heard it here, folks. If you would like to know more about what we do, if you would like to have a life that looks like what Debbie and Suzanne and Martha are commenting on, and many others, I'm sure, who are below that I can't see your comments, you can call us and you can book a call, and we'll call you. You can book a call with us at mofall.com/live clarity. That's how to get started. You're one phone call away from changing your entire life and having all the tools you will need to have that up level and the next one and the next one, because guess what? When you're a client of ours, you get access to all of the resources forever. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's make this your best year ever. Clients, I will see you on Saturday for the 8x8 New Year kickoff, where every single year, everyone rallies around for the best New Year's celebration. First Saturday, which is not the holiday, of the year, and we will see you January 8th. This is Coach Mo coming to you live to help you understand how to have a better year than last year. And if you'd like to get started working with me and my team on our proven formula to change your soul and career forever, it is mofall.com/live clarity. Alina, we'd love to see you there. And Debbie Grant and Suzanne, best year ever. Let's have the next level. Better yet, I want more. Let's do it. Your soul demands it. See you next time. Coach Mo, mofall.com, and everywhere on social media at Coach Mo. Follow me for inspiration, but the only way to change your life is to book a call and get started to work together. mofall.com/live clarity. See you next time.